we need to talk. I'm reading Matthew chapter 8, verses 1 through 4. Let me just share them with you. When he had come down, talking about Jesus, from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, a leper came to him and bowed down to him, saying, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. And he stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I'm willing, be cleansed. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. But that verse 4 says, and Jesus said to him, see that you tell no one, but go and show yourself to the priest and present the offering that Moses commanded for a testimony to them. What he's basically saying is, even though I've just healed you, go do the steps that Moses requires. Go obey the law. That's what he's saying. How would that have went down if that had been an average American? An average American Christian is standing right there. Because in America, many of us think we know better, or we rely on our own understanding more than what Jesus and his word tells us. The average American says, I don't owe anybody an explanation. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's not the law's business. Jesus healed me, and I'm okay. I'm good. I don't owe them anything. You just made yourself your own God. Jesus didn't ask you if you come into agreement with him. He didn't ask you if you liked what he said to do. He said do it. If this guy had not went to the priest, had not shown himself, had not presented the offering that Moses commanded for a testimony to them, thinking those priests didn't heal me, I don't have to do this because Jesus just healed me. It wasn't just the law that he was disobeying, it was Jesus. Christians are creating their own narrative, tapping Jesus' name to it to justify why they don't want to obey the laws of the land. Or have you went and made your own narrative that goes against what Jesus said to get back at government or rules or order? Then you have become your own God. You are not following Jesus. If we can't be faithful here, why would he think we're going to be faithful there? This man could have very easily rebelled and said, I'm not going to tell the priest, Jesus, you healed me. Like, I don't owe them anything. That's exactly what a typical American would have said. What is Jesus asking you to obey, to be obedient to, and you are refusing? And why? Why? Why not just do what he says? The only time that Jesus commissioned someone to follow him rather than following the law, when the law doesn't agree with his commands. It wasn't up for the debate. He didn't ask if he liked it. He just said do it. I don't want to rebel. I don't want to rebel. I don't want to live in rebellion against God. That's what the devil did. It didn't work out too well for him. We are bad about creating our own disobedience, putting God's name on it to try to back it up because we want to take it out of context and justify why we want to live in rebellion when that is not at all what Jesus Christ said do. So this is a self-check for all of us today. There is a rebellion. The enemy wants to always trap us in rebellion because if he traps us in rebellion, we become our own God. So ask yourself today, because I am, what Lord am I being in rebellion about? What Lord am I putting my own narrative to? Search me, and if there's any narrative that I'm creating within me to justify anything in my life, smash it with your truth today. And if you're just delaying and you're just waiting, I'm sorry to tell you, but delayed obedience, well, that's disobedience. Let's surrender 100%. 100%. Let's give Jesus 100, y'all. Not 9, not 99. Let's give him 100. And let's trust. If it's rebellion, you got to surrender. If it's fear, you got to trust. Let's not be like typical Americans thinking that we got it all figured out. And we know what's best. No, Jesus is not necessary. Who are you? Who are you? Who am I to sit on a throne and say, Jesus, that's not necessary? Can you imagine what he's thinking? after he done gave his life for us. I can just imagine. Oh, y'all, let's do better.